Good morning, everyone. I want to explain the fifth session of letter writing. This is the continuation of the fourth session. Parts of letters. Parts of letter. Actually, parts of letters are 5. Today, I want to explain you third one and fourth one and fifth one. Third one and fourth one and fifth one. Third one is body of the letter. Third one is the body of the letter. It is the soul of the letter. It is the heart of the letter. It is the heart of the letter. What is the heart of the letter? Body of the letter is the heart of the letter. Okay. Here, every body of the letter should be in 3 paragraphs. In a 3 paragraphs. Don't write more than 3 paragraphs. You have to write only 3 paragraphs. Okay. So, first paragraph, introduction. First one is introduction, second one is main content, third one is conclusion. Is it clear? Body of the letter contains 3 paragraphs. First one is introduction, second one is main content, and third one is conclusion. In the first paragraph, you have to introduce yourself. You have to introduce yourself, and you have to mention the native place of sender. And the third point in introduction, you have to write the purpose of writing a letter in brief, not elaborated, just brief. Is it clear? In introduction, you have to write introduction of yourself and native place, and third one the purpose of writing a letter. That is introduction, first paragraph. And the second paragraph is main content. Second paragraph describes the main content. So, in the second paragraph, you have to describe the problem you face. What is that? You have to describe the problems what you faced in your locality, or why did you write a letter to somebody else, to describe the entire problems, to describe the issue. That is the main content. That is the second paragraph. And third paragraph. What is that? Conclusion. In the third paragraph, you have to write what is that? Conclusion. In the third paragraph, you have to write a conclusion. In the third paragraph, you have to write conclusion. That is, in the conclusion, you have to end a letter with what you expect from the officers after reading a letter. You have to write in the third paragraph solution or remedy. You have to write your expectations. You have to write your expectation in the third paragraph. And the body of the letter contains one more part, that is ending. That is ending. Body of the letter contains one more part, that is ending. Ending means you have to end a letter with a politeness. Like in formal letter, we have to write thanking you, sir. What is that? Thanking you, sir. In the formal letter, you have to write after the conclusion, you have to write thanking you, sir. After what you write after the conclusion, that is called ending. In ending place, you have to write thanking you, sir. In formal letter. In informal letter, you have to write with the best wishes. With the best wishes. The best wishes, or with the best regards, or convey my best wishes to my sister and brother, or convey my best regards to my mom. These are what is that? These are the endings in informal letters. Is it clear? In ending place, you have to write thanking you, sir, or thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, in formal letter, or in informal letter, we have to write what is that? With love, with best regards, or with best wishes, or convey my wishes to my sister and brother. This is the ending. And the fourth part of letter is subscription. Fourth part of letter is what is that? Subscription. Subscription nothing but leave taking. Subscription nothing but what? Leave taking. Is it clear? Subscription nothing but leave taking. So why should we write a leave taking or subscription? We should not end a letter suddenly after completion of the body of the letter. If you end the letter suddenly, it shows your rudeness. It shows your attitude. So that we have to write subscription or leave taking after completion of what is the body of the letter. It shows your politeness. It shows your politeness, or it shows your gratitude. So that we have to write a leave taking. Leave taking or subscription in formal letters. Businessman's, if you write a letter to the businessman's, we have to write yours faithfully, yours faithfully. The receivers are teachers and lecturers and principals. Teachers or lecturers or principals, you have to write yours obediently, yours obediently. And the receivers are strangers. We don't know the persons. You can write what is yours truly, yours truly. Is it clear? So if you write a letter to business associates, you have to write yours faithfully. Suppose if you write a letter to the editors, you have to write yours faithfully. Teachers, lecturers and principals, you have to write yours obediently. Strangers, yours truly. Strangers, yours truly. And one more point in writing leave taking. Yours, yours. Why should be capital? Why should be capital? Listen carefully. Don't write apostrophes. Don't write what is that? Apostrophes. Don't write apostrophes. This is called apostrophes. Don't write apostrophe in leave taking. Don't write apostrophe in leave taking. Is it clear? First letter should be capital, and don't write apostrophe. If you write apostrophe, this is wrong. You lost half mark or 1 mark. Half mark or 1 mark. Is it clear? Don't write apostrophe in leave taking or subscription. Okay. And now talk about the informal letter. The subscription in informal letter. Subscription in informal letters. Yours lovingly, or your loving son. Yours lovingly, or your loving son. And third one is yours affectionately. Yours affectionately. Yours affectionately. Is it clear? In informal letters, you have to write leave taking, yours lovingly, your loving son or your loving daughter, and yours affectionately. Yours affectionately. Is it clear? So this is a subscription. This is a subscription. And the fifth point or fifth part in the types of in the parts of letter is superscription. Superscription. This superscription can be written in only informal letters. Only in informal letters. Informal letters. Don't write informal letters. So I have to write only informal. So what is the superscription? Superscription means it is a receiver's address. Receiver's address in envelope cover. Okay, is it clear? So you have to write a subscription only for informal letter. Superscription means receiver's address on the envelope cover. Receiver's address on the envelope cover. I think you get confused. There is a in the first type, that is first part heading, there is a receiver address, and here fifth part this is also receiver address. That receiver address can be written in formal letters. This receiver address can be written in what is that? Informal letter. Informal letter on cover letter. What is that? Envelope cover. It is address. That address should be in full form. Should be in full form. Like you have to write the name with surname. Don't write only name like Kiran. You have to write surname with surname like Anni Varaku Suresh Kumar. Next one, house number, village, post, mandal, district, and pin code. Is it clear? You have to write full address of the receiver. Then only when the superscription is clear, then the receiver receives the address. When it is not clear, the receiver will not receive the letter. It will come back. It will come back. Is it clear? So these are the parts of letters. Parts of letter. And it has a one more name. This is the components of the letter. Components of the letter. Thank you. We will meet again.